look prettier and more beautiful, more attractive in 2023. I got some do's and don'ts of looking prettier this year. Some are backed by science. So first, let me just tell you, because I don't want to waste your time, this is not a video about like use your toenail clipper to apply your eyelashes or some instant hacks like that. I love those, and I can do a video on them if you want me to, because I got a couple. This is more like the things that you can do and start doing today to really make yourself start looking more beautiful than you already are. Because remember, this is look prettier, not look pretty, because we already know you're pretty. We just want you to look prettier. But I would like for you to leave this video feeling empowered. So let's get started. So one thing I've noticed that makes me feel prettier and more attractive, and let me just tell you, I'm coming from a place of I have a 1.5-year-old baby. I also have a 7-year-old, but the first year of having a baby, you're just in survival mode. You're not shaving your legs. You're just not focused on yourself because you're focused on, you know, feeding the baby and all the things. Well, now he's a 1.5 years, okay? He's self-sufficient. He can make his breakfast. He can take care of himself, okay? Not really. But you know, I can kind of breathe. And so I'm like, I want to feel like me again. And I want to feel like my old self. I don't feel very attractive when I have super hairy legs. Nothing wrong with super hairy legs. I've seen lots of women who don't shave their legs, and that is totally fine. Nothing against that. It's totally a tangent here. I feel more beautiful when that's not there, okay? So that brings me to our sponsor for this video, and it is Kinsey, which is a painless at-home hair removal device. And look, y'all can skip over this part if you want to. I know Kinsey is not for everybody, especially if you like getting waxed in your bikini area, or you know, you have no problem with your leg hair, like you like shaving. But if you are someone who is just tired of spending all your money on waxing and you don't like it, it gives you anxiety like it does me, and you would like a solution that doesn't hurt, I'm gonna stick around because I'm gonna tell you exactly how this works, and I'll show you some before and after photos. So I'll show you how this works in just a second. I really wanted a hair removal device to get rid of my bikini area hair. But the thing that really shocked me about this whole process is that I was at the gym and I was like stretching, and I was looking down, and normally you can straight up see my hair so well. Like I said, even if I haven't shaved in one day, there's my hair. And I looked at my right leg, which is the one I'm using the Kinsey on, versus the left leg, which is the one that I'm not using it on. I wanted to do like before and after photos, and the right leg was splotchy. The hair had not grown back very well. This was after, I guess, like 4 or 5 treatments, and of course the left leg was like full grown, blooming like a forest over there, and I about broke out in tears. I didn't realize that that was affecting me so much that I have like dark hair on my legs every day if I don't shave. So anyway, that was surprising, and so apparently I really needed to do this. The Kinsey uses intense pulsed light. It's very safe. It does not hurt. So it takes about 12 sessions to see results, the full results with the Kinsey. Mustache only took like 1 or 2 sessions before it really just, I'm still using it on there, but really no hair is growing back. So that did not take long at all. My bikini area has been the slowest to respond, and you use this device once a week. You go over each area 3 times. This is the Kinsey. You turn it on the back with this little green light, and then it has a very long cord. So Kinsey reacts with the melanin in your hair follicle. So if you have really light hair or gray hair or even red hair, it's probably not gonna work that well. So I probably would not suggest Kinsey for those hair types, but if you have really dark hair like I do, you're a prime candidate for the Kinsey. So the one good thing about having super dark, unwanted hair. The Kinsey you can use on your upper lip and kind of anything below this region. If you want to try Kinsey, they do have a 90-day results guarantee. So it's a great deal if you want to try it. Plus I have a $50 discount code. I like starting this now because it does take 3 months to really get the full effects. And right now it's close to January. And so by March, you're hair free. That's very exciting in my world. So it's a good time to get started on it if this is something that you're interested in. All the information you need in the description box below, including my discount code. And now let's continue. So let's start out with a don't if you're trying to look prettier. And the don't is don't cake on the makeup. Don't wear tons and tons of makeup. There's always these occasions, and if you're on video or you're taking pictures, heavy makeup is for sure the way to go. It looks great in pictures. If you're going to a banquet or some night event, heavy makeup, wonderful. But during the day, less is more. The natural makeup look definitely considered to be prettier than very heavy makeup. Now, getting that natural, no makeup look is a whole nother ball game, isn't it? Show you quickly what's working for me. So start off with a clean face. I've already moisturized. Then I'm going to put my sunscreen on all over my face. Then I take my foundation and this Bobbi Brown Bare Glow moisturizer I am in love with, and I mix them together. You can kind of formulate it the way you want. I like to have a little bit of foundation and a lot of moisturizer. I put that all over my face to even out my skin tone, but then it doesn't look like I have a ton of makeup on. Then I'm going to take a color corrector. I use the Bobbi Brown one. I love this one, and I use a lot of color corrector under my under eyes. I have very dark circles, and then after that I use just a little bit of concealer kind of in the corners and on the outer part of my eye. Then I kind of play around with the highlighter and put it wherever I think that I need some extra help with concealer, and blend with a beauty blender. Then I put on a little bit of powder on my under eyes and kind of my T-zone. Then I use a little bit of bronzer and blend that in. And lately I've been using this cream blush where I mix that again with my favorite Bare Glow moisturizer, which makes a nice little sheen, but it still looks natural and not too heavy. And for my eyes, I usually put a little bit of concealer on there because it usually evens out the skin tone on there. And then I use a bronze type color. You can use a bronzer for this, but I just kind of do like a straight line on above my eyelid. And I personally like to have just a little bit of darker color, kind of where you would put eyeliner. Then I'm going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to put some mascara on, and then don't forget about your eyebrows. I like to push mine up and out so they're kind of not straight down but not straight up either. Do some kind of natural lip color, maybe just a little lip gloss, and there you have it. That's my no makeup look. Get dressed every day. I've mentioned this on another video I did about how I so easily will wear workout clothes all day long, and I will work out, but it's just I stay in them because I'm just, you know, doing errands or working from home or whatever. But getting yourself dressed and taking a shower and like maybe doing your hair or a little bit of makeup or something and putting on an outfit that you feel good in makes a world of difference about how you feel about yourself. And especially when you're talking to people, when you're wearing something you're proud of and you feel like, oh, I look good today, you are more confident, you smile more, you ask questions, you show up as a better version of yourself when you feel better about how you look and how you're dressed. So I highly recommend getting dressed more days than you don't. I did do this whole thing for 21 days where I gave myself all these teeny little habits to do. It sounds kind of like a lot, but it wasn't. And one of them was I had to get myself dressed in a cute outfit every single day. And it made a world of difference about how I felt about myself. I ended up taking care of things that I've been dreading taking care of. I was like, wow, this is a game changer. So if you haven't done that, I highly recommend it. And if you get dressed every day, but you don't like the clothes you're wearing, I got lots of videos to help you with that. So try to get dressed in something you feel good in every day. That's our goal. When you're trying to look prettier, do remember to put moisturizers and serums all over your body. Often we think of just putting it on our face, or maybe our face and our neck, or face, neck, and chest, but you really need to put it everywhere, like your legs, your arms, your back of your hands. They really all need to be included in your skincare routine. I did get a body balm recently. I can't tell you if it's great or not yet. I haven't really used it for that long, but I am doing something on my body to try to keep it moisturized and try to prevent dryness and just have it look a little bit better. Another don't is to don't wear your hair in a ponytail all the time. I am very guilty of this, and I'll go to my hairstylist and she'll notice breakage. And also if you're pulling your hair all the time, it's gonna pull your hair out. Like you're gonna lose some hair because of it. So it's just best to wear it when you're going to the gym or for a quick updo, maybe sometimes, but not every single day. I know that banana clips have been, or claws, whatever they're called, have been really big recently, and that is a much less stressful on your hair way to put your hair up. So you might wanna try that if you're someone who likes to get your hair off your neck really often. Start exfoliating your entire body. We often think of just exfoliating our face, but your body needs to be exfoliated as well. I think as we get older, your legs and your arms and stuff and your back of your hands can start to get dry, and a lot of times they just really need to be exfoliated. I have these cheapo gloves I found on Amazon that are amazing. It's really the only thing I feel like I need, or just use them once a week or a couple times a week, and they really make a huge difference in how my legs look. Another don't is to stop judging yourself so harshly when you look into the mirror. I know this is easier said than done, but Find something on your face or your body or whatever it is that you admire, even if it's the smallest little thing, and just focus on that. Just forget about all the rest. Tell your brain this is what we're focusing on and leave the rest alone. This is so much easier said than done. I also have to tell myself this because we're just such our own worst critic, especially after having a baby when nothing looks the same. It's just like, oh my goodness. So that's some work I've been doing with myself too. Let me just tell you. But we could all use hearing that every once in a while. Be your own best friend instead of your own worst critic. Start wearing color when you are feeling not that great about yourself. Color can really enhance your mood, and sometimes it just makes us feel like we look more beautiful. Like if we're wearing a color that we really love, first of all, people notice it and will often compliment you. Find a color that you really love, and when you're having a bad day or just feeling kind of like crap about yourself, wear that color, be proud of yourself, and try to get your mood to match. Don't join in with your friends when they start criticizing their body. I feel like this is something that happened more when in my younger years, but you would be with friends and they're like, oh, I look so fat. I just don't like my legs, or I just don't like my stomach. And then everybody's talking about everything they hate about themselves. Don't even fall into that. Just if anybody's talking about what they don't like about themselves, just be like, I got nothing. I love myself. I mean, you don't have to say that, but you don't need to join in that. You don't need to join in this negativity about your own body. It's not going to do anything good for yourself. There's no reason to go down that route. If you're having issues with your own body image, I would probably hang around your friends that don't talk like that to themselves, because it can kind of rub off on you. If you feel like you're in a makeup rut, or you've been wearing the same makeup routine since the 80s, it might be time to see what else is out there. There might be some makeup techniques that have come around since then that you might really like. And so I suggest going and getting your makeup done by a makeup artist. You could go to the MAC counter, you could hire somebody, get someone who specializes in the makeup for you. I love the Bobbi Brown counters, but just get someone to do your makeup and don't really tell them what to do. Just be like, I need an everyday look, help me out, and see what they do, because you might get some good ideas, and a nice change to your makeup routine might be just what you need to feel more fresh and vibrant and beautiful. Do not slouch. This is a big one, and this is instant, but standing up straight immediately makes you feel more confident, immediately makes you feel proud of yourself and better, and you show up better, you look better. A study published recently found that subjects who sat up straight in their chairs instead of slouching were more confident about statements that they wrote. And I don't know how they figured that out, but it just simply makes you more self-assured and more confident. And confidence is beautiful. Wear sunscreen every single day on your face, and of course, your shoulders or whatever if they're being exposed, because as every dermatologist on TikTok tells you, it's really hard to reverse aging. You kind of can't. It's really hard to fix things once they're there, but prevention is the best thing. And so trying to prevent all the sun coming all up in your face is a good thing to do. And of course, sun is great and it's wonderful, but I live in Florida. You can easily get too much sun. So this is very important for people who live down here. One big humongous do is to take care of your body. So we're starting on a new year, and I know people make a lot of resolutions like, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds, or I'm gonna, go to the gym every single day. Here is my suggestion of what I would do and what I did do, and this really, really worked for me. We know that we need to move our body every single day. It's really hard to dispute that, because there's lots and lots of scientific evidence that you need to move your body every day. Instead of saying you're gonna run 5 miles every day, or you're gonna bike to work every day, or something like that, something that you could easily stop doing if you had a bad day, just tell yourself you're going to move your body and you're going to be physically active for 10 minutes a day. Or if you are completely sedentary, say 2 minutes a day. Something that's really, really achievable. Like you're having the worst day, you didn't sleep all night, you can still find 10 minutes to do some kind of physical activity, even if it's just walking outside for 10 minutes, like up and down your sidewalk. What happened for me is that I would say I have to do 10 minutes, and some days I really only did 10 minutes. I walked my dog for 10 minutes, and that was my physical activity. Other days I found like a 10-minute yoga I was like, I'll just do 10 minutes. I don't feel like working out. But after that 10 minutes, I felt kind of good and I wanted to keep going. So I would keep going. Or I'd have days where I'm just gonna go for a 10-minute walk, but I would end up walking for 45 minutes because I got really into a podcast or something. Set something that's very achievable for you that you know you can do every day, no matter what. Another thing to do this year to look prettier and look more beautiful, and I need some suggestions on this, but it's to whiten your teeth. So my hack for this that I used for a really long time was to use Sensodyne, the toothpaste. And if you never use Sensodyne, but you need your teeth to look a little bit whiter, I would highly suggest using Sensodyne. It will definitely lighten your teeth like a shade or two, and it worked really well, but you're not supposed to use Sensodyne like forever. And I was like, I just need to I really need to just get my teeth whitened, but I don't know what to use. Do you guys have any teeth whitener like that you really love that's really worked? Or do I need to go to my dentist and get the whole tray thing? So I really want to whiten my teeth. I drink coffee all the time, and so they're a little dingy, but that could definitely make you look prettier, is to have whiter teeth. So that's on my list. By the way, I am not opposed to Botox or fillers or plastic surgery or anything like that. I've had all the things done at one point or another, which that's a whole nother video. So I think all those are okay. To each his own, you know. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, no, you know, it's like whatever, do whatever you want to do. I think Botox is great for like little touch-ups. I do it maybe once or twice a year. And it just kind of makes me feel a little more youthful for a little while. But I think people do go overboard with that sometimes. So, and then people can tell, you get Botox face and all that. So I feel like that should be used in moderation if that's your thing. I've known women who have had facelifts and it changed their life in a very good way. I have nothing against plastic surgery. I had my nose done whenever I was like 19. I got made fun of and, you know, picked on because of my humongous nose that I had when I was in middle school and in high school, but more middle school. And it just was, it was pretty, you're 12 years old and people are picking on you about your nose. So it was a thing I had, and I had that done and just made it smaller. It's not like the most perfect nose now, but it actually changed my life for the better. So I'm not opposed to plastic surgery at all. But, you know, I wanted this video to be just about things we can do every day to help ourselves feel more beautiful, because that's really ultimately, we're all beautiful. We just need to feel that way. So I hope this helps, and I feel like I'm rambling right now. But thanks for sticking with me. And if you want to try Kinsey out, I will link everything down below. I really appreciate them sponsoring this video. I'm so glad I have this in my life, because that was kind of a big pain point for me. So anyway, I would love to hear from you guys, anything you have to add, and I'll see you next time.